Hi everyone, it's the UK Manic Loomer and I'm back after a short break of approximately about a month long of not doing any tutorials. But I have decided to come back and do some tutorials now that I have time after the Christmas holidays, and I'm going to be picking up all of the Looming artist designs that haven't been done already. She's currently off unable to loom for 4 months, so that's going to give me plenty of time. I am hoping to get at least halfway through, if not more, of all of her collections, because if you log on to her account you'll notice that she is a rapid designer and she comes out with lots and lots and lots of designs very fast. Anyway, today we are going to do a bracelet and it's called Cat's Meow. And I'm going to make that distinction because there is another bracelet that was done previously called the Cat's Meow, and that was done by the talented @Debbie_things on Instagram. And I'm just going to pull up a rendition of that picture just to show you the difference. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit. Lose total focus. There you go. So that was @Debbie_things bracelet, and that's the Cat's Meow. And I'm just gonna flick down. There you go. And this is the bracelet we will be doing today. I think this is a really beautiful rendition, and this was done by a lady called @Looming_mama. And let's see if I can just scroll a little bit more. Try and do it fast. You can't. There you go. And that's the Looming artist's own rendition of Cat's Meow bracelet. I want to say the because it just comes naturally, but it's not. It's Cat's Meow bracelet. Okay, so we're not going to do any beading today on this. I'm just going to keep it nice, plain and simple for you. And I'm going to show you a rendition I did earlier, as I always do. And I've gone with a bit of a fire motif again, which is one of my favourite types of colouring. And as you can see, it's a really pretty bracelet. This is all done in opaques, and obviously I've only done a very short version here. So let's go ahead and do the full version now. For this I am going to be doing a dark purple, a normal purple, I should say deep purple, sorry, normal purple, turquoise, a pink, and that's it. So I'm going to choose 4 colours. You could possibly do it with 3, but I would say about 4 or more colours would be perfect for this design. Right, anyway, let's get on with the setup. As you can see, it is done in an arrow formation. So from the first pin bar, we're going to go diagonally down, inwards, diagonally down, inwards, and diagonally down, inwards to the centre. Then we're going to go diagonally up, inwards, diagonally up, inwards, and diagonally up, inwards. This is a very low tension bracelet, but as I always say, brace up to the best of your abilities and you can't go wrong. Okay, right, go ahead, get this set up, and then we will get looming. Alrighty then, it's time to loom. I'm going to bring out my rendition again, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do first. First of all, we are going to do these red opaques here that you can see my thumb running up and down, followed immediately by these zigzags, reds, that come down this side. So we're not doing the outer black yet. We are going to do this red zigzag and the front part and the top part, okay? So for this I'm going to do the normal purple bands, and we're just going to go from the centre pin and we're going to go diagonally up. I'm going to take that all the way to the first pin. This is a really good design for somebody that really wants to get into sort of wider bracelets, because it's very easy to pick up the bands and sew them back to the way they need to go to finish the bracelet. So if you're a beginner, this is perfect. Right, okay. I'm just going to go back the other way now to the 7th pin bar, like so. Zoom in a little bit. Right, better. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is from the first pin bar, I am just going to zigzag really nice and easy. And I'm going to take it all the way to the top. Well, not all the way to the top because I need to bring it in as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it in like an arrow formation here. So I am going to stop here on the 4th pin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tag it with a band just to remind me to stop there. And I'm going to carry on all the way up on this side, okay? Go back to this side, the 7th to 6th, 6th to 7th, 7th to 6th, and take that all the way up to the 4th pin from the end. Obviously, depending on your wrist size, I'm pretty sure this won't fit me full length, but if I put a clasp on it, it will fit fine. So I'm estimating based on this in opaques. Obviously bear in mind that different bands have different stretch abilities and lengths. So from this corner to this corner it was 3 inches, and then these 2 little points was just under an inch. So I'm sort of guessing at the end of this will be about 6.5, possibly 7 inches long. I will put it in the description box below to let you know how long this rendition ended up being at, so you can see it before obviously you set your length. If that helps you out, obviously. If it does, give us a thumbs up and let us know. Right, okay, going back, so we're going zigzag all the way to the 4th pin. I'm not going to do that on camera because it will bore you. So so I've gone zigzag here. Let's pretend I've done all of them. Pick up that band, zigzag to the 4th, so you're going outwards, and then you're going diagonally up and inwards each time until you hit that center pin. And you're going to do that on the opposite side here as well, okay? So you're going to go zig inwards, zig outwards, so I'll pick that band up in a moment, and then we're going to go in, pick it up now, to the end like that. Okay, right, I'm going to go off and finish my zigzags and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and this is what your loom should look like. Should perhaps put the blue braces on the back instead of my lovely 6-pin bar extensions, which are purple, but I'm pretty sure you should be able to make out the purple bands there. Right, okay, next we're going to do another set of zigzags on both sides, and this time I'm going to alternate to the pink. Just to show you on this rendition, if it stays in focus, there you go. It is these neon orange bands you see between the red and the black there. So that's what we'll be doing right now. And if you've just done this okay, you should be able to do this absolutely fine. Second pin bar, we're going to go zigzag to the 3rd, back to the 2nd, back to the 3rd, back to the 2nd. Do that all the way until you hit the other side of the design. And obviously on the 6th pin bar, we're going to go from the 6th to the 5th, 5th to the 6th, 6th to the 5th. See what I mean? It's so easy. You're gonna love it. You really are. Right, okay. Take that all the way to the end and I will back in a moment. Okay, I'm back and this is what it looks like at the moment. Just do lots of zigzags laying on next to each other. Next we're going to do 5 straight lines, okay, and they are going to be placed on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th pin bar. Now I'm just going to show you what I did on this one. So if you're looking on this side here, this is the bottom side of the design, so so basically that sits underneath here. So if you want to bead this here, you want to make sure that the beads are sitting on the bottom part of this straight line here. As you can see, you cannot see really closer. Let's stay, keep in focus. No, can't really make out. There's an orange band there. If I pull them apart, you can just see the orange band creeping there. If you flip it, you can see it a tiny bit more, but not very much at all. So these ones here on the 2nd and 6th pin bar are quite hidden, but you do see little aspects of the colour rather than a bold line. Then the 3rd and, I can't count, 3rd and 5th pin bar is these black lines here, and obviously you can see them on both sides. And then the centre one here, if you are going to be wearing it this side, you can see them just poking through here, intercepting there. So they do go up and they intercept almost like a background across here. But they're very dominant on this side, and I think this is very reverse braids. In fact, I think I prefer this side, to be honest. I don't know, it's just something about this side. I really like the colours. Almost looks like spiders coming down here, I think, little insects, but yeah, well, maybe that's not such a nice thing to say about bracelet, but there you go. Right, okay, so yeah, just think about that. The 2nd and the 5th pin bar are straight lines, are going to be fairly hidden, just a little bit of an aspect. The 3rd and the 3rd and 5th one are going to be very predominant ones, and they're going to edge the centre, and then the centre is kind of like a background or the streak that goes through. Right, that being said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my turquoise, and for the ones that I want just to see a little bit of colour through, I'm going to put my turquoise on. So I'm just going to go up, not all the way because that'll bore you and it'll make me go crazy. And then I'm going to do it also on the 6th pin bar, like so. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that beautiful, rich, deep purple, and this deep purple, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it on the outside as well. So I want it to sort of go around the outside, but I want it to come in and really frame all of these colours. So that's why I'm going to use it here. Sorry if I'm waffling, I like to explain my thought process. Right, okay, so I'm going to take that off the 3rd, and I'm going to take it up the 5th, and I can't decide what I'm going to do for the middle one. What am I going to do? Here I used red, so perhaps I should use purple. Yeah, okay, I'm going to use the normal coloured purple here to go up the centre. So that's my colour choice. I'm going to go ahead and finish that line, all 5 lines, all the way to the other side of the design. And when you're ready, we can move on to the middle part. Okay then, be right back. Alrighty then, I'm back, and this is what my loom is looking like. You may notice that there is 2 small anomalies here. I basically remembered that in my Aladdin's cape of beads and buttons and jewellery pieces and all sorts of trinkets from Hobbycraft and other places, I had some kitty cat buttons. So I've added them onto the centre here because I'm going to make this side here my signature side. So these kitties are going to sit just here. Sorry if you heard that, that was my dog complaining. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do the centre. Now at the beginning of this tutorial I did say I'm going to use 4 colours. I did realise actually I'm going to use 5 colours. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using an ocean blue and the turquoise blue. I'm hoping this is going to turn out right, because in my head I had it all down and then I realised actually that didn't quite work, so I had to add an extra colour in, so fingers crossed. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take my turquoise bands. I'll just show you quickly actually the part we are doing now is these yellow bands. Oh, there you go, that's better. These yellow bands here, so they go in like that, or out like that, in like that, whichever way you want to look at it. And we are also doing, stay with me, alright, these orange bands. You can see, I know it's like orange, trying to look really good in my head, but it's a right pain in the backside to try and show you the different colours. Right, so these oranges as well, so it's these yellows and then the oranges. Okay, so that's what we're doing at the moment. I am going to do the, oh, so indecisive today. Right, okay, I'm going to do the ocean blue first. So starting on the middle pin, first pin, we're going to do a long diagonal stretch up and outwards, and then we are going to drop back down to that first pin and do a long diagonal stretch up and outwards to the right. Okay, let me just see if I can zoom in a little bit more for you. That's perfect. Okay, so from the third pin on that middle bar, we're going to go diagonally, a normal diagonal down to the left and a normal diagonal down to the right. See, in my head I'm already changing it. I want to redo it. That'll be the fourth time, but no. Okay, let's just stick to this. Okay, right, third pin, we're going to normal diagonal to the left, normal diagonal to the right, jump up one pin. So now we're on the fourth pin. We're going to do a diagonal down to the left and a diagonal to the right, and that is your pattern for this design. Okay, so next one we're just going to repeat this shape here, which is a diamond, I suppose. So fourth pin bar, we're going to do a long diagonal stretch up and out to the left, long diagonal stretch up and out to the right. Then we're going to jump up 2, 1, 2. We're going to do a diagonal, normal diagonal down to the left and a normal diagonal down to the right. Okay, from that pin we're using, we're going to go normal diagonal up to the left, normal diagonal up to the right, jump up 1, diagonal down to the left, diagonal to the right. I'll do it one more time before I leave off. Okay, there is another colour going to be put on in a minute, just to know if you're thinking of colours like I am. Right, okay, from that point we just left off, we're going to do a long stretch up and out to the right, left, long stretch to the right. Oh, should I just start again? Right, okay, and then we're going to jump up 2, we're going to diagonal down to the left, diagonal to the right. It's actually because I've been up all night, I couldn't sleep at all, so I'm a little bit delirious now, I think. But I have to stay awake, can't go to sleep yet. From that pin we're going to go diagonally out to the left, diagonally out to the right. Just mute me if you want to. I would. Up 1, diagonally down, and then diagonally down. Okay? Right, repeat that all the way to the end, and when you come back we'll move on to the next placement in the middle and then the border. Alright, be right back. Okie dokie, I'm back and this is what my loom is looking like at the moment. When you get to the end, I had an extra bit here, so what I've done instead of doing the long stretch here, I've just done a normal stretch just to fill it in. Okay, you might not, if you've got one shorter than me, you might just close off with this diamond shape here, or part of it. Right, okay, let's zoom back in. Let's go on to the next bit. This is a third colour in the centre before we hit the border, and then we're ready to stitch it up. I am going to choose the purple that I put in the line in the middle. This just sort of bulks out that purple, I think. I mean, you could choose a different colour, I'm sure it would look equally as good. But I'm just going to use the purple for now, because I used the red on my last rendition. I think it looked really good. So what we need to do is centre pin bar, second pin we're going to do diagonally down to the left, diagonally down to the right, diagonally up to the left, diagonally up to the right. So it's in the heart of that diamond, okay? And it's the 4-pin X, 4-pin bar, 4-band X, okay? Going up to the next diamond, find the centre of that diamond there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pins. We're going to go diagonally down to the left, diagonally down to the right, staying on that pin, diagonally up to the left, up to the right. Okay, find the next heart of the diamond, which is here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th pin now, okay? We're going to go diagonally down to the left, diagonally down to the right, diagonally down, up to the left, diagonally up to the right. Okay, so find the heart of each of those diamonds and do a 4-band X, okay? Take that all the way to the end. Obviously you won't be doing the very last one if you've got that little extra, because you don't have the heart of the diamond. Alright then, okay, I'm going to finish that off, and then all we have to do is lay that border and we can get stitching. Brilliant. See you soon. Okay, I told you I'd be back, and here I am. This is what my loom is looking like, and hopefully yours is looking the same, if not different colours. Next it's time to put that border on. If I remember at the beginning I told you it's this black border here, and it does come at the front and it comes at the top as well. So this is what we're going to be laying now. You could put a nice couple of beads down there. It would look okay, as long as not too big bulky beads. Right, each their own. What I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to bring the purple, the deep purple in for this now. Really hold strong the border. And all we have to do is take from the centre pin bar, we're going to take it out on those first pins all the way to the first pin bar. We're going to take it all the way up the first pin bar till we hit the end of that purple zigzag, and then we're going to just bring it inwards. So we are literally bordering the design. Nothing too fancy there. And then we're going to come back and we're going to do it the same way on this side. So we're going to go to the right now, and we're going to follow those first pins all the way to the 7th pin bar. And then we're going to take it up the 7th pin bar until we hit the 4th pin from the end, which would be the end of the design for me, obviously. And then I'm going to bring it in to the end. Right, I'm going to go off and do that, and then we're going to turn it around, put our cap bands on, and get looming. Brilliant. Alright then, so this is what it should look like. It's looking very colourful. Oh, the light's just gone. So that's the look we're going for. I'm going to turn it around now. Now we're going to have to place cap bands. I would do see, this is very unlike me being so indecisive. Let's do triple cap bands, and we're going to do them on every single centre peg, including the first one, but not including the last one, okay? So every single centre pin, but not the last one. You can see these cap bands, okay? Put that in mind when you're putting the colours on. So what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be doing, I think I'm going to be doing purple all the way. Yeah, just checking this one here, and I'm just having a look what I did here, and I did reds all the way here, and I quite like that look. So what we're going to do is triple, so you can do it on your finger, you do it on the loom, do it on your hook, whichever way you like it. I like doing it on my fingers, so put the one band there, 3 times, make sure you don't cut the circulation of your finger off, get it off there quickly and onto your loom, okay. Alternatively, if you want to, you can put your on there, stretch it out, grab it with the other finger, stretch it out, and there, okay. And I'm going to use, sorry, that's Posty and my doggy. So we're going to triple around. If it doesn't calm down a minute, I'll stop the tutorial. And then we're just going to do cat bands, like I said, all the way up the centre until we get to the last one, in which case we're not doing. Right, yes, that is what we're going to do. Don't do the last one, go all the way up. When you're ready, we will get going and we will start looming. Brilliant. Okay, time to stitch. And all we have to do to start with is to stitch this border, this dark purple here, back to itself. So we're going to go into the centre pin bar, and we are going to grab under the cat band, grab the top band which is going to my left, and I'm just going to bring it back to itself. And I'm going to take that all the way to the first pin bar, find the pins, and then I'm going to go up the first pin bar. I'm going to take it all the way to the end, basically bringing it back into the middle of the design. Okay, and then I'm going to come back, I'm going to grab the next top band, which is this one to the right, always grabbing the correct band at the top, going up the 7th pin bar to the end, and then I will bring it in to the centre on the opposite side of this loom. Okay, so I'm going to go off and do that. Be right back. Alright then, we're going to tackle that centre part now, so follow along with me as best you can. I'm going to go into the centre pin bar, we're going to go into the cat band, and we're going to grab that first straight forward band, which is my purple, and bring it forward one. Second pin, we're going to go in and grab the top band, which is my diagonal going down to my left, and I'm going to bring it down to my left. Go in again, get the next band, should be going down to my right, to take it back to itself to the right. Then we're going to get the next band, and we're going to bring that back to itself, up to the left, and the next one up to the right. So that's pretty much the pattern we're going to do all the way up. So it's a expanding, I suppose is a good way of putting it, X, meaning the bands are going outwards, not inwards. Okay, so second pin, we're going to grab that last band, which is a forward, and go forward once. Go into that pin there, grab that next band and bring that down, back to itself. Next one, down, back to itself. Next one, up, diagonally back to itself to the left, up, diagonally back to itself to the right, like so. And then we've only got one pin band left on this pin, we're going to bring it forward. Go into this pin now, go in through the cat band, grab the next band, bring it down. Go in again, bring it down to the right. Go in, oh, caught the wrong band, I've caught the second band there. So I'm just going to put it in, give it a swirl, they will fall back into place because it's not a tight design. And the top band to the left, top band to the right, go forwards, okay? Now you'll notice we're on this long diagonal section here, alright? And we're going to do the exact same thing. It doesn't matter that it's a long one. So we're going to go into this cap band, grab that first top band and bring it all the way, stretch back to itself. So it's meeting itself on the opposite side. And we'll do the same on this side too. Then we're going to go in and we're going to go forward. So the bottom two always go down, the top two always go up. They're always going back to themselves. Really, really simple to remember. And then we're going to go forward. Always remember that forward band. Go in. I'll do it one more time with you. Down. Down. Up. Up. Forward. Down to the left, top band, down to the right, down to the left, down to the right. Remember that forward band. Yeah, mine's just got caught up somewhere. Mine's is that. Right, let's pop that back in, give it a swirl. Oh, no, back on, give it a swirl. Grab the correct band. There you go. So it's such a nice open design that you can see easily when the band's gone wrong and correct it. That's what I'm saying. It's a very good band for a sort of beginner style, you know, general loomer to do. It's just really easy to understand. Okay, so we're going to go into that cap band, we're going to grab that one, and again it's the long stretch downwards all the way to the other side. Grab this one, go long stretch down to the other side, and then we'll just grab these up to the left, up to the right, and finish off with a straight forward. Right, I'm going to leave you off there. If you're not too sure, obviously rewind and watch again. Other than that, I will be right back as soon as I get to the end. Okay, so I'm done there. And this is what my loom is looking like, which is really colourful now. And pretty sure I'm happy with the colour scheme. Oh dear, right, okay. So next what we have to do is we've got these 4 lines here on the 2nd, 3rd, 5th and 6th pin bar. All we have to do is take them all the way to the other side. It's really that simple. And it doesn't matter obviously which order you do them in because you're not crossing them or anything like that. So I'm just going to start with my 2nd one. And I'm just going to pick up that top band, turquoise straight line, and take it to the other side. Then I'm going to jump to my 5th one. Now just notice that's right. You're going to have to go into a few bands there to pick up that band and bring it forwards. It's quite a few bands, and this is the only band heavy part here. So as long as you're careful bringing them through, you should be okay. Some of them are slightly lighter than the others, but knowing some of the designs I've done in the past, it's definitely not 100% band heavy, it's only like 60%. Right, okay. Now we're jumping to the 5th, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab my deep purple line here. Okay. So this is the one that shows on both sides of the design, because it's going through all the bands so it can be seen on both sides. And then I'm going to go to my 6th pin bar, and this is the one that gets hardly seen because it gets wrapped up in those zigzags, okay? Right, I'm going to take them all the way to the other side. We are so close to being finished. It's not long now, and you will be very happy with the finishing results. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off my straight lines, and when I'm finished, we'll get on. Alright then, I'm back and that's my straight lines done. Next we're going to be doing the pink zigzags here, so the inner zigzags, and I like to call them teardrop zigzags. And basically what that means is that we're going to be using or looming from starting point on one pin bar only and looming them back to themselves, okay? So we're going to go onto the third pin bar, second pin, and we're going to grab that first diagonal band, which is the one going downwards, and bring it back to itself. Then go back in, grab the next one and bring it back to itself, okay? So we're not chasing them, it looks like a teardrop shapes, that's what I call them, the teardrops. Go up to the third pin now. See if I can zoom this in. If you see black ink in my hands, which wasn't there a minute ago, you can just see that there's black there. I just tried to change the ink cartridge on my printer and the thing exploded all over me, so I spent the last hour scrubbing up my hands only to have still loads of ink left. So anyway, next one, diagonally down, back to itself, and diagonally up, back to itself. Do one more on this side. Diagonally down, back to itself, and diagonally up, back to itself. Okay, so all you need to do all the way to the end. Then we're going to come over and we do the exact same thing on this side. So we're going to be working off the fifth pin bar. Going to go in, grab the top band. You can see that's going down to the bottom, so we're going to take it to the bottom. Go in, take it to the top. Next one, pin ups, third pin now. You can see that top band is going to the bottom, so we take it to the bottom. And then the band that's left is going to the top, okay? Go up a pin, and we're going to zigzag down, and then we're going to bring it up. Okay, so you go ahead now and take it all the way to the end, and then we will tackle the purple zigzags. Be right back. Okay, I'm done with my pink zigzags. Now we're going to do the purple ones, and this is the very last stage, so yay. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to start into this middle pin here, and we're going to go in, grab that top band which goes to my left, and bring it back to itself, and do that all the way to the first pin, just like that. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to do what I like to call it is a chasing zigzag, which means you go from left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left. So you're kind of chasing each other. I like to think of it like that. Okay, it makes a little fun anyway. So we're going from left to right, then going into that one, right to left, going into this one, left to right, going into this one, pulling all those bands back, it should be the bottom band, and we're going to the left. And we're going to and we're going to take that all the way to the end, and then we're just going to go inwards till we get to the end bit. I will join you back on that section and we'll close off together. And then we're going to come back here and we're going to go into this cat band, and we're just going to go first pins on each one, going out to the 7th pin bar all the way. It should always be that very bottom band now. That's the only one that hasn't been loomed. And then we're going to do the chase again. So we're going to go inwards first, pull all of those bands back, get that one, go outwards, inwards, pull backwards, find it, that's it, outwards and inwards. Okay, I'm going to join you in a second as soon as I get to the end. Yay, it's stitched up, and this is what the loom design should look like. Bringing it all the way down to the end. Now I've just finished off with my zigzags, and now I'm just going to bring them in. So we're going to bring that in, go down, should we grab right bottom band, It's important that you make sure you do grab that right bottom band, correct bottom band should I say, so then it can like tie up all of the bands on your loom and none of them just hang floppy. And we're going to go on the opposite side. Now I don't actually have a C-clip on me, believe it or not. I have over, well over 1 million, but they're all upstairs at the moment and I'm downstairs and I just don't have the energy to climb the stairs. Sad, I know. So what I'm going to do is from here I'm going to show you what you do with the bands to put a C-clip on, but instead of putting a C-clip on I'm just going to whack a slip knot through those bands and then apply the C-clip later. So what you want to do is you want to choose your colour. I'm going to choose dark purple and I'm going to go, can I get that in more? This is obviously for anybody that hasn't done, that's better, right, okay. So we're going to go into all of the, right into the central groove there. So it catches all of the bands. Push it to the side like that. Grab the bands. Now I'm putting 2 for extra strength because these are opaques. Or the 600 counts, I would advise putting 2. Pull them through, keep hold of the other end. So you like that. And then you would apply your C-clip here, okay? Now because I don't have a C-clip, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop another light purple through and make a quick slip knot like that. And now that's as good as the C-clip right now. So I shall pop a C-clip on as soon as I take it upstairs. Right. Okay, I'm just going to do the very beginning with you and then I'm going to jump off, finish it off and show you the finishing design. If you've never taken off a loom before, a larger, wider loom, what I would suggest is that you take the beginning part off first. So the closest bit to you, bring it up. So we've just taken that bit off. Now we're going to take those 2 off, followed by these 3. And now we're level, okay? Now what I would do then is go up the 1st and the 7th pin bar. And you're just going to ease that tension off all the way to the end, okay? We'll just do a bit on this side. Just don't yank it off. I mean, I can see how stretched my opaque bands are. I wouldn't want to risk yanking it off. Okay, so like I said, I'm only going to do part with you. And then I would just go from the middle, out to the left or to the right, middle, go out to the right, go back to the middle section, so there's 2 there, so left, right. So on this design it's 3 pins, 2 pins, 3 pins. Ooh, actually that's quite nice. 2 pins and 3 pins. Okay, before I spoil it by showing you any more of the outcome, I will come off camera now, take it all the way off my loom and then jump back on to show you the finishing designs. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I haven't straightened the bands out, which is driving me nuts, but I'm going to do that later when I've got a little bit more time to concentrate on all the bands, and then I will post a photo on Instagram and Facebook as well. I really love the buttons I put on this, so here it is. This is, if I can put it that way, zoom in a little bit. No, that's as much as you're getting from me. Right, okay, I'll bring it up. There you go. That is Catsmeow from the Looming artist, and this was her most recent design, and by recent I do mean, I think YouTube says it's now 4 weeks old. Like I said, she's off currently. See, I can't help myself. She's off currently, not able to loom. She's being told not to loom, which must be absolutely torture, because over the Christmas holidays I suffered with a flu and I didn't loom for a whole 2 days and I went absolutely barming mad. Even though I was really, really ill and could barely get out of bed, I still wanted to get my hook and do some really nice hook only bracelets that were nice and repetitive and I could just do lying down. So the Looming artist, please get better soon, so we can get some more lovely designs. Until then, I will get on with all the designs that you currently have. Let's just wrap this one up. It is so cute. Look at it. I wasn't too sure about the colours, and the colours actually look really nice. So I'm really, really proud. They just look like they're hugging each other. They're so cute. Right. Okay, so I didn't think this was going to fit my wrist. It does actually. It fits and then some. So just bear that in mind. I will have a little note at the beginning or in the description box. Just sort of give you a heads up. This is a full loom's length, 2 loom length, and I have approximately 7.5 inch wrist. I prefer around about a 7 3/4 bracelet. I like them on the tight side. And as you can see, that is bang on perfect for me. So I wouldn't even be able to put my little magnetic clasps on because they add an extra inch like that, and that would be too loose for my liking. So I'm going to have to put a tighter clasp on there so I'll be able to wear this. But I think it's gorgeous and it's really fun and funky. So I would really, really, really like to see your renditions, and so would the Looming artist. So details are below in the description box. If you are on Instagram, please do hashtag your renditions, hashtag Catsmeowbracelet. That way what happens is all the bracelets that are made of this design become into one folder, whether you're friends with them or not. So you can always just look for the actual name of the bracelet and get some more ideas if you wanted to make another one, or if you're planning to make one, you can have a look and get some ideas. And that's the whole point of hashtagging. So it is really important, so please do so. It's not just our egos wanting to know that you've done it and we've made the time to make the tutorials and come up with the designs, and we just want to see them out there. It's a way of learning and sharing and getting inspiration from each other, really. So yeah, bear that in mind when you do it. Yeah, so that's it. That's all I have to say, really. Looming artists, Catsmeowbracelet. Before I make any more blunders, I am going to sign off from the UK. So all I have to say now is bye.